Hello there everybody. Today I'm working on this 9 by 12 inch canvas and you can actually see some British sunshine on it. I've prepped it with a good coat of white gesso and given it a good sand so it's nice and smooth, and I've just left it with one coat today. I've actually bought myself a new toy. I bought myself some palette knives with a cranked handle, and on the top I've just painted a coating of acrylic paint just to prevent the glare while I'm recording. And I'm going to use a mixture of paints. Mostly I'm going to use the warm grey, white and a little bit of blue. And I just want to start off with a nice smooth background, so I'm just covering this. And a quick shout out to my lovely subscriber. Thank you so much for joining the club, and I hope that more of you will join in as well. So I've got a nice coat and it's just powder blue, white, and now a little bit of burnt sienna and a little bit of raw sienna as well. And I'm blending that with just titanium white. I want this as a nice base for us to work on because I'm going to introduce these inks. This is the copper metallic ink. Now it's quite thick, so I'm going to use my new knife and I'm just going to pull that across. This is so therapeutic. It's just really easy just to take it into different shapes. This knife is really lovely. It's meant for actually icing cakes, but I thought this was a far better use. And I can get some lovely textures and movement going on there. Love this copper, but I don't want it to be too strong. And next I'm going in with this blue acrylic ink, which is a very bright one. I'll give you the colours in the description. Let's pop a little bit in that centre as well. And I'm just going to spritz it with the water. Whoa, that is really, really blue. It's perhaps a little stronger than I would intend, but I'm not too worried because, as we know, with abstract work, we can put layers. And again, it moves beautifully with this knife. I think this knife will work really well on larger canvases too. So because the background is still wet, I am just blending it in. I'm moving the ink. Let's move a little bit down there as well. And now I'm just going in with pure titanium white paint. And I'm just going to start to put some layers, and it'll blend with the ink. I'm not bothered. Put a little bit more on. So as I'm working across the blue, what it's going to do is pick up a little bit of that colour. Pull that across, and when we pick it up, we'll just move it to the other side. This piece was very much inspired by a winter walk this morning. We had a lot of mist, we had a little bit of weak sunshine, but it just felt really nice. Scraping through that paint just gives lovely texture. And now I'm just going to use my brush, very soft brush, just to blend that colour together. It's made a lovely soft turquoise actually. And we'll soften that area. Pull it through, take the brush through that copper as well. Anywhere that we want to just soften it out. Now I'm just using a household pan cleaner on its sort of scrubby side, and I'm just dabbing into the paint. It's creating some lovely texture. I'm picking up colour from some places, moving it to others. This is not meant to look like anything particular, but these actually do look a little bit like trees, and I've done some with some raw sienna as well. So now I've let it dry a little bit, but I want to assess it. It needs a little bit more depth. It's a good idea to step back from your work, have a look at it, give it some thought and see what draws your attention. So I'm going to go in now. I've actually bought myself a new indigo ink because the stopper on my old one had given up. And I'm just literally drawing onto the canvas with the dropper that comes in the ink bottle. And we'll pull out some shapes. We'll add a little bit of depth and intensity in some of those areas. Mid-tones and light tones are great, but you always need a little bit of a darker tone just to ground the whole thing. So we just gently sweep. It holds quite a lot of ink in the dropper, so you've got quite a bit to play with. And now I'm just going to soften that down just with clean water. I'm just going to gently encourage it to move, pull it into different areas. I think perhaps my brush isn't quite wet enough, but that's okay. That's enough to get it moving. And it actually glazes over the top of the other colours. Let's give it a spritz with the water spray to make it move. That's better. That's softening it up. The beauty with acrylics is that you can glaze over areas. And tilting this now will help it just to run and do different things. Let's make it really, really wet. That's flowing nicely. Now I'm going to add a little bit more copper into some of these areas. I don't want too much because I don't want it to be too bright, but we will be covering it with other layers. I can add in a little bit of more warmth, and I'm dropping it into the indigo as well because I want the two to mix. I'm now using a small metal palette knife. You can see how the colours are blended together, and I'm able to push them around, and it's covering some of the earlier layers. It's giving me the opportunity to spread over the tops, adding depth and a bit of interest. Let's pull that down there. Really giving it a lot more depth and tone. I'm going to scrape into it, look. Take out some of that ink, expose some of the white underneath, and in that case in the blues, so it just adds more texture. Makes it interesting. It's as much about what you take away as what you add into a painting, I think. Now I'm going in with the white ink. This is very opaque, so it's not see-through, but if we pull it out quite thin, we can make it sort of go a long way. So we're just softening down. And again, we're going to move it, we're going to layer. It's just adding into the general scheme of things. There was a lot of sort of white tones when I walked this morning. The sun was very wintry. It's a very pale, wintry, almost white sun at this time of year in the UK. It's not bright yellow, it's not warm. There we go. So I'm going to spritz that, because that's going to actually give us, I'm going to really, really wet the canvas here. And then you can see how shiny it is with the wet. I'm going to tip that and let it run. It'll run into the indigo, it'll run into the copper. And I'm tilting it forward so it's actually running up into the horizon. There's a few drips that I'm going to just catch from going too far, just to bring them back down to the level I want, but it's given it a lot of softness. Now I'm using a liner brush to drop in some more of the indigo right into that wet area. And what it's going to do is to start spreading into the moisture, and again tilting it upwards a little. It will tip it. They look a little bit like wintry trees, perhaps. Just very softly suggesting. And we'll pop a few over this side as well. It's really given us a good horizon line. Very soft, very gentle. Now I'm just dotting the ink, and it's almost just patting it into little dots, and then dropping some water. Just encouraging that movement, leaving a few little white gaps, and really taking it, softening it out. Maybe in our imagination, that's a little clump of distant trees. Now I want to soften down some of the areas because they're quite harsh. So I'm just using a sort of watery mix of titanium white, not too solid. I don't want to lose all of the colour, I just want to soften. And I want to soften sort of the areas that are very strong blue. So we've got some variations of plane and tone. If you really wet your brush and put it into the white paint, you can pull it across and you can see there's still colour underneath. It acts as a glaze. If you struggle with this, try a zinc white or a mixing white instead of titanium, because there's a lot less white pigment in it and you'll find it easier and lighter to use. Just soften that down. Now I've gone a bit too heavy there, so remember we can take this out as well. So I'm just going to dab it with a bit of kitchen towel. Just lift that bit of white off. That's better. We've still got the blues. Now I'm going to add a suggestion of little wintry clouds, and I'm just using titanium white just on that soft grey background. Not very strong, not very bright. And I'm just going to add a little bit of that warm grey at the base to match the background, so that everything was going to go very softly together. Let's just soften it out with a clean brush, and this blends it as well. It's like a feathered touch. Just got to sort of tickle it almost. Not too harsh or you'll rub the whole lot out. And we'll pop another one over on this side as well, just to soften that extra. That's even paler because it's further in the distance. I'm not worrying too much about that. There we go. So I'll just, that suggestion there, soften it out, and that will do nicely. I'm just going to smudge that little bit underneath with my finger, and then we'll have the finished result. And if I tip it, you can actually see where the copper shine is underneath the paint. It's very pretty, it's just enough to catch, and I hope that you will have a go at this over the holidays. I wish you all the very best. Thank you for supporting me this year, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye for now.